What were these platforms originally built for in the first place?
Each platform behaves across a full workflow of a website. Let's start with WordPress because historically it's been the most flexible option. It was built for teams that want maximum control and flexibility, which means almost everything is modular. If you want a marketing automation, you can connect the tools like WP Fusion or a Gravity Forms to your CRM. That allows the forms, context, and workflow to sync with your marketing stack. Then on the design side, WordPress can be extremely a flexible tool where teams can use a page builders like Elementor or a Gutenberg or even a fully custom themes. So visually you can build almost anything, but someone has to manage that environment. Now SEO is where the WordPress has always been particularly strong among all. With plugins like Yoast or Rank Math, teams can get a deep control over the things like metadata, redirects, schema markup, and sitemaps. And when companies expand globally, WordPress can handle large multi-region setup through the tools like WPML, Polyline, or multi-site networks. But Risha, here the trade-off is responsibility because everything is modular. The team also owns the maintenance, plugin updates, security monitoring, and hosting performance. So while WordPress gives the teams full control over how the website is built and integrated, it also means they are responsible for keeping everything running smoothly. Then let's look at HubSpot, which approaches the problem very differently. So instead of assembling a stack of different tools, most of the key systems are already integrated into that. When someone fills out the form, that contact is immediately stored into the CRM. Workflow can trigger automatically, and marketing teams can track all the attribution across the campaign without needing additional integrations. But then for design, HubSpot usually relies on structured templates. So while that helps maintain brand consistency and make it easier for marketing teams to launch pages quickly. The trade-off is that if you want very custom layouts, you may still need the developer help. When we talk about SEO tools are built directly into the platform as well. Teams can manage a metadata, get optimization recommendation, and monitor performance without installing the plugins. The good news is that HubSpot support multi-language pages within the system itself. So teams can manage translated content from one dashboard. So it's built for scale in that sense. And because analytics is tied directly into the CRM, you can see how website actively connects to the leads, opportunities, and revenue without building custom dashboards. So all in all, HubSpot's strength is simplicity. Everything lives in one ecosystem. So HubSpot's biggest advantage is that everything lives inside one connected ecosystem. And then there's a Webflow, which was designed keeping designers in mind. It focuses heavily on design and front-end control. Designers have a visual interface for building the layouts, adjusting spacing, creating animations, and controlling responsiveness without writing code. But then automations works a little differently. So you will have to connect the form to external tools like through the platform like Zapier or Mail. That setup works well, but it means automation relies on integration. Then we talk about the SEO. Webflow generates very clean code and the fast-paced performance, which search engines generally favor. And then when it comes to a multilingual websites, Webflow often relies on external tools like Waglot or Localize. These tools make translation easier, but they add another component to overall tech stacks. Then for analytics, most of the teams connect Webflow to the platform like Google Analytics or a Looker Studio to understand the traffic and conversions. You can see the pattern. WordPress focuses on deeper flexibility and customization, but requires ongoing technical management, whereas HubSpot on another end offers the most integrated marketing environment, which simplifies operations for marketing teams. And then Webflow offers the most visual design control, which makes it very attractive for design-led organization. So depending on what Your priority is this will help your team to make the right choice for that needs.
And hey, if you are still weighing your options, we've made this a whole lot easier for you. We've built a quick 2-minute quiz to help you make that decision more confidently. It's linked in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out.